Hello, all my fine aviation friends. Welcome back to the Airplane Show. This is Greg. I'm going to be your pilot and your captain today in this barren Beechcraft B58 twin prop aeroplane sitting in the Hamptons. And we're going to fly all the way over to Nantucket. Instead of taking a boat, we're going to take this plane to Nantucket. This flight, I got the idea from FlightAware. So after I finish starting up the engines and getting the plane ready for taxi, I will bring that up from FlightAware and show you. If you need help with a cold and dark start with this particular plane, I will put the link up in the upper right hand right now, and you can watch the video I made recently with a whole cold and dark start with this particular plane. I wanted to say thanks for coming in the airplane today and sitting co-pilot with me. We're going to have some fun flying up over the water to Nantucket. Here's the flight that took place earlier today. This is where I got the info from West Hampton Beach, New York to Nantucket, Massachusetts. This flight had a cruising altitude of 7,000 feet, and it had two waypoints. It had a VOR and a regular waypoint. After that, we'll do an ILS landing and put this bird in the touchdown zone. Now it's my time for grifting. If you haven't commented yet, please leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you haven't clicked the thumbs up yet, please do so and like this video. I certainly appreciate it. Now let's get going and let's get rolling. if you look around the console and the rest of the airplane, there's no watch, clock, stopwatch, time, anything like that, because it is on the steering wheel, sorry, the yoke. The button on the left, the blue button on the left, will cycle you through the different modes. It has UTC time, local time, and then the stopwatch feature. The button on the right will start and stop the stopwatch feature. If you need to use it for any kind of procedure turn or anything of that nature, it is very easy to use and very easy to see. Alright, so let's program in now the VOR for Nantucket. The VOR is ACK, it is 116.2. The other frequency I have in there is the frequency for the ILS. The DME mileage reader is actually picking up that frequency, and that's weird to me because usually the localizer frequency doesn't work 60 miles or 50 miles away, so that's why I'm plugging in the other VOR. But we need to, once we pass the clammy waypoint, we're going to turn about 120-ish degrees, and then we're just going to stay on that track for a little bit until we get close to the intercept course of 61 degrees to the Nantucket airport. The 61 degrees, that would be a radial of 241, so you can either have, an intercept of the 241 radial, or you can intercept a course of 61 degrees. It's the same thing, but that's what we're doing. And I'm just setting up both the OBS indicators and the HSI indicators, so when we pick up the VOR, we can see when it's going to line up with 61, and as it starts lining up with the 61 degree course, then we'll make our turn to the airport. Hopefully by that point the localizer will capture, and then we just need to worry about capturing the glide scope. And you know what we do with the glide scopes? We capture the localizer, and then we punch that glide scope right in the face. Right in the face. we passed our last official waypoint, so now we're going to turn 120 degrees for our heading, and we are going to stay on this path of 120 degrees until our HSI needle and the OBS indicators start coming into center. And as they start coming into the center, we're going to slowly start turning, because we have a 60-degree turn we need to make, so we don't want to make it too late, or we're going to have to play catch up. But as those vertical needles, those vertical lines start coming into center, we'll start slowly making our turn. And yeah, so right now we're just going to enjoy the sights and sounds and kick back and relax and just let this autopilot do its thing. And then once we get to the capture point, we're going to capture that localizer. And you know, we're going to capture it. Alright, our HSI indicator, the OBS dials, they are all coming into center. So we are going to start making our turn to the left to try to pick up this local... Oh, there we go. These localizers in some of these planes, they pick up way earlier than I thought. I mean, I'm not a pilot, so I don't know for sure. I didn't think that they would pick up, like, over 45 degrees away, but I've been in some flights where, like, I'm 180 degrees away, like I'm flying away from the localizer, and then like just as I start making the turn, it picks up. It's the craziest thing. But anyways, right now in this particular plane, if you would like to control which direction side to side this plane flies when you have the localizer captured, you need to turn the HSI indicator in our HSI rose compass there, that yellow stick looking thing with the triangle on top of it. We need to turn that knob to turn the yellow thing, the yellow line, side to side, and as we turn that, that's what direction our plane will go. I just did a really shitty job of explaining it, but hopefully you kind of got what I was saying. But right now it's about that time, and I think y'all know what time it is, since we're lining up with the runway. Say it's belly time. That's right. I put that son of a bitch right on my belly, and now when I takes the autopilot off, there's no shimmy, shake, swivel, swirl, popping around any direction. It should stay right where it needs to stay. Today, we are going to disengage the autopilot with the big red button on the yokes. So we just put the landing gear down, and yeah, man, we're going to ride this thing on in. And once we deactivate the autopilot, we will be on our own. No autopilot, but we will have gauges. We do have a glide scope gauge to let us know where we are in ratio. It's the OBS 1 dial. You can see that vertical line is way up top there. As that line starts coming down and coming down, we will capture the glide scope. So once that line meets the middle, like that, it will capture the glide scope, and then it will bring us down according to what the glide scope is programmed to do from Aerofly. Here is the approach we are flying today, the ILS localizer chart for runway 6 for Nantucket, Massachusetts. So we didn't really follow this completely, but we did intercept it at the right point, and we're getting ready to capture the glide scope. Let's disengage the autopilot by pushing the big red button on the left on top of our yoke. It's gonna be a touchdown. Let's see how soft. Ow! Soft, buttery touchdowns. Softness, butteriness, touchdowniness. We barely got to that touchdown. We need to see that thing in instant replay. But I do believe that was some soft, buttery touchdowniness. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go backwards a little bit. That's a cool looking plane, man. I wish it had an actual navigation system in it, though. But let's see here. Not my best landing, but I'll take it. I don't hear any complaints. Nobody in the airplane is complaining to me. So let's just check it out one more time. Let's see here. Everybody's safe. Everybody melted like butter. The wheels are soft. And it's a touchdown. Barely a touchdown. Anyways, I do want to thank you for coming by today, and oh yeah, it would barely a touchdown, but we'll take it. We'll take the touchdown. Thank you very much for stopping by today and checking out this video. I do appreciate it. I would appreciate it also if you would like the video, click the thumbs up. It only takes a half a second. Just click the subscribe button so you know when my videos pop up. Just click the subscribe button and the like button. Both of them together takes less than a second to do. Do that for me. Leave a comment. Anything Until next time I see you, this is Greg, your captain and your pilot, signing off until we meet again in the friendly skies. See ya.